So mid-morning we left our wild camping area here in Colmenar, and a half an hour drive to Pinto, where we're staying now just outside Madrid, so we can then train into Madrid, have a look round there, come back knowing that Daffy will be safe here. And that is number 31, as I'm writing it all over the map here, of our stay in Spain. So this is what we're looking at outside the front window. Just come outside, have a little wander round. Here we go. Ooh, jump down, it's quite high. So it's not the prettiest of places, like we said. Motorway's just over there. There's the gated entrance just there. There's Mercado, which is a supermarket, and some other shops just there, 200 metres away. So we're going to go over there and see if they've got Wi-Fi. Here we are in Madrid. Train ride. Cost us €5 each return. What a bargain. Doesn't really. Look at this market. This is quite a good market. Just goes on and on. So if anybody comes to Madrid, it's well worth coming to this market. On a Sunday. It just goes further on, carries on up past, right up there. Well worth a visit if you come to Madrid. Now I'm in my element, the antiques quarter. It's lovely. Are you having a good time?
Loving the Mayor's Plaza.
Pardon?
Palacio Real in the heart of the city is not the home to the Spanish monarchs, although tourists flock there. King Philip VI and his wife and family live in the
Palacio de la Zarzuela.
Left that to the experts. There was no way I was going to be able to say that. The palace is on the outskirts of Madrid. The palace was built in 1630.
No idea what this is about. Yeah. Found out what this is, and it's a tribute to the city and the people of Madrid because of the loss of the people in the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Salamanca district is a golden mile of shopping with stores like Versace, Dolce & Gabbana and Louis Vuitton. The Boring in Madrid. The Plaza de Toros Les Ventos, known as Levantos, situated in the Salamanca district of Madrid. It has a capacity of 23,798 and is the third biggest bullring in the world.
It's the oldest building in Pinto, but they know nothing about it. Except it was,
A jail.
a jail.
They believe it was constructed in 1359.
And
that's
they think it might have been part of a castle, but they're not sure.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they know nothing about it, and that's it. That's the building. Interesting.
So we're just leaving the air we've been in Madrid. Thank you to the shopping centre or the council, I'm not sure which. The air we've just stayed in for 3 nights came to €23, which we don't mind paying when we're in a city, just down to the security aspects of it. And in Madrid there's very few places that we could park up the motorhome, so it's been a fantastic air.
If you've enjoyed watching our videos and want to follow us through the different countries onwards towards Albania, give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below.
I'm going to make a potato bravas, which is the most common and beloved of all the Spanish tapas dishes. It originated in Madrid in 1942. It was brought over back from South America when the Spanish conquered the Incas and brought back their old agriculture such as tomatoes. It's a simple dish. We're going to start off with about 1 kilo of peeled and irregularly cut potatoes. We're using quite a waxy potato, but a potato like a Maris Piper would be fantastic, one that's not going to colour too much. So we're just going to cover the potatoes in water. So I've now got the potatoes on to boil. Here's 1 finely diced onion. I've got 5 cloves of garlic, but you can use however many you like. We've got paprika and chili powder. Also some vinegar. I'm using balsamic vinegar, tomato puree and a tin of chopped tomatoes. You can use chopped tomatoes or freshly chopped tomatoes yourself. So we'll start the first stage, which is going to be to sweat down the 1 onion or half a dozen shallots and the cloves of garlic. So we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a saucepan, and on a medium to low heat we're going to sweat down the onions and the garlic. So they're just going to be sweating down in the pan now for around 10 minutes. We've now sweated down the onions in the olive oil and the garlic, so we're just going to add the 2 dried powders, which are going to be the ground pimento, ground paprika and the chili powder. Quantity wise, I'm going to be using about 4 teaspoons of the paprika, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder, but obviously that just depends to your taste, and obviously the heat of the chili. We're just going to stir that together now, put it back onto the heat for a minute. So chopped tomatoes go in, balsamic vinegar, I'm going to put a small amount of salt in it now, and then we'll season it again at the end if need be. I'm also going to add a spoonful of honey to it to give it slight sweetness. Not too much, just enough to take the edge away from it. And we're just going to cover that and cook that on the lowest heat you have. We'll simmer that now for around 10 to 15 minutes with the lid on. If it starts to thicken up too much, just add a small amount of water to it. Although it shouldn't do, I am going to put the lid on it, and that will keep a lot of the liquid inside it so it won't evaporate. Just go back and check it after every few minutes just to see it's okay and not sticking to the bottom. Potatoes now have been simmering for 10 minutes and they're just about cooked because they're not very big. Just drain the potatoes off, allow them to drain for about 30 seconds to dry off, just to evaporate dry. And now we're just going to pour them into a roasting tray. We're going to cover those with some olive oil, stir them, and then place them into the oven while the tomato sauce is cooking. So we've got the potatoes now in the earthenware dish, roasting tray, whatever you have at hand. Poured about 3 large spoonfuls, serving spoonfuls of olive oil over the top. So we cooked the sauce down a little bit now. It's all cooked together, all lovely. It's been simmering for about half an hour now. Added some tomato puree to it. I just want to add a little bit more. You're looking at that sort of consistency, so a thick coating sauce really. When you get that consistency, it's perfect. Check the seasoning in it and it's ready to finish the potato bravas off now, and they're crispen up nicely. If you want more colour on them, just leave them in the oven slightly longer. So now we're just going to cover them with the tomato bravas sauce. Chopped flat parsley on top, and it's ready to serve.